All right, David. So I found out, you all, that sometimes I record and I have like butterfingers, and sometimes I like slide and I open another app by accident. So I found out that if you do this, the video goes into the void. So I don't know if you remember, like my video, like there was a couple of videos last week that it just disappeared. So I think that I'm figuring out that because I have buttery fingers and I slide and then I open another app, this happens. So I'm gonna try to be more careful because you know kind of clumsy. Ugh. So deal with me, okay? Just a second. All right, David. We talked a little about this morning. I owe you an analysis. And if you're not David, feel free to watch this. I think it's helpful to watch other people row. I think that as a team, we have a lot of the same things to work on. So let's take a look at it. So David, at the release, there's some strokes that look pretty good. This one looks all right. I don't know if you can see here that you're washing out a little bit more with your port. It looks like starboard, not too bad. So again, think about finishing to the chest a little bit more. That one was pretty decent, but I don't know if you can see here that kind of like the boat falls to starboard a little bit, and we kind of feather into the water with that starboard side. Something to keep playing with. Finish position, so much better than months ago. And again, this release here, quite pretty good as well. Here is where we struggle a little bit more. See here, this is the sequence we talked about this morning. How like our knees are starting to lift and our body is still like on the finish, like laid back. He's still like this. So again, the sequence of getting the hands out all the way, then the body, then the knees can make an impact. Okay, David. I know here we were going like what? I think that we were doing 24, 22, 24. So I think that we should be a little bit more patient, okay? Because then, oops, I lost it. Where was I? This one here. Wow, all the frames are kind of similar. Like this one here. This one here. And see, David, I can tell like you're trying to get the body from the hips, but look how straight up you are. You're trying to get the body, you're trying to get the body over with the shoulders. That's what I meant. So see here, the shoulders are round. We would like to sit up a little bit more and pivot forward with the whole trunk. Because then what happens is like at the catch, we still have a decent catch here. Like this catch position here, oops. Sorry. This catch position here, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's a pretty. Oh look, there's a fish. Oh no, it's a water splash. Sorry. Let's see. Ugh, it's freaking up, you guys. I swear to God. So here, like this catch position is not bad, but what happens is that we try to go blade into the water. The concept of getting the blade into the water is there, but what happens, David, look, it looks like the first thing you do is pulling, and then you will push. So there's a little pull here, and I don't know if you can see here, I think that it was a bad one, but port goes in first. So here there's a little pull rather than a push. Still, the connection is not bad, like the legs still work pretty well, but then what happens is like we're so straight up that there's nobody swing. There's nobody swing. And we're still able to move boats, but imagine if you let's see another frame. That's when you were looking at the camera. Imagine here if we kept that body forward, that extra swing here, we keep it forward. That swing can give us a little extra length and a little extra speed. That's what we want, right? So yes, more body forward. The arms, not too concerned about this little bend. Like if I have to be picky, I would keep it a little bit more straight for a little bit longer. But I think that, it's not like you grab the both with the hands. There's a pretty good hang. Shoulders look a little bit up in my taste, but still better than months ago. And then here, what kind of happens? I feel like, hi Mira, it's my cat. Sorry. Hi princess. So here, a little bit of a washout. Hi girl. Sorry, my cat, it's fucking needy. So see here a little bit, it looks like we're washing out a little bit, and then we're dropping the hands, and it's kind of feathering a little bit into the water in some strokes. So I would say, David, try to finish a little bit like more like towards the chest, a little bit higher. I'm even wondering if you should move your foot stretchers a little bit towards stern. No, it's good there. It's good. We shouldn't move them. It's just like, I think that if you keep thinking about horizontal here to the chest and then release and tap down, I think that would make the release a little bit clean. And then one thing that I've seen, this is more like personal preference, so that's why I left it for the end. That's not something like, something that I will try to learn more about. Is like, I know that there's some schooling styles that they will like have the right go first and then the left follow. So I can see here that you do it a little bit, and that's causing, I think, a little bit of a bend on the starboard side. And then here they get equal, hands get equal, so that's all right here. But yeah, David, something to take a look at here. And here also you can see a little bit like, kind of dropping the hands at the finish. Right hand goes lower than the left, so a little bit of a small adjustment would help us out there. So yeah, pretty good though.